Hey Geminis, welcome back to Deku Tarot and welcome to your December 2020 reading. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. If you were brought here, then you're here for a reason. Gemini, we just went through quite a lunar eclipse, full moon in your sign. That really ended November and kicked off December and the first of many eclipse seasons between you and Sagittarius. So what does that mean? That means you're going to be going through what Cancer and Capricorn have been going through for the past couple years. Eclipses that transform you and your relationships, how you're attached in those ways, and really evaluating who you are and what you actually need. So as we start this month, we're having these really, it's very intense, internal breakdown about what it is we desire and what it is that we want. There's a fight there. What are we comfortable with? What have we grown to love? Yet, why is it also uncomfortable? Something that we've become so passive about. Something that was once, again, it just feels like there's something coming up this month that is, I mean, yes, it has to do with the eclipses, obviously, but, and we also have some other insane stuff going on astrologically this month. So we're kind of along for this ride of facing some things that we've really put aside and tried to run away from for a very long time. You cannot run away from this process this time, even if you would like to pretend everything is okay and approach this person, situation, relationship with love, affection, all the things that you're so used to giving. You cannot. It won't let you this month. And you will try to hold on to this. You probably will, because you don't want to do it. We care about this. We don't want to say that we've been putting we don't want to admit that we've been putting our effort, energy, whatever this is, all of that and more into somebody or something that's just been taking from us and that hasn't given back to us. It's like, how much are you willing to compromise in terms of your happiness, in terms of what it is you really want? Are you willing to just give and give and give and get nothing in return and yet still want to hold on to this? Look at what this situation, this person gives you, this thing that is coming up this month that you're going to have to face, and you can't run away from this and pretend it's not there. I think that you guys all know exactly what I'm talking about, even though I'll probably get comments saying, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. You will. If you're going to pretend like you don't know it right now, you will know by that Sagittarius eclipse. And I don't want to come off as harsh because I don't know, I've been doing this thing this month with all the signs where I'm listening to a song that, like, I just directly go, this is the song for them this month. I listen to that and then I pull some cards and connect to your energy during that. And then I turn on the camera and read for you guys. So I'm doing it a little differently this month. I don't know, Sag energy, always trying to be innovative, doing something different, loving music. So you guys will be able to check that out on Spotify. But your song was Never Seen Such Good Things by Devandra Banhart. And that song, one of the main lyrics in it is, never seen such good things go so wrong, and everywhere I look they're playing our song. And this is going to be hard. This is breaking free and away from something that, if it's a job, it gives you money. It gives you quite a bit of money. This situation really does offer you a lot of comfort and stability, but that's not important to you at this point, is it? It's something more that you want. It's something that you really want to be doing. And if you want to do that, you're going to have to face all of this other stuff this month. And that's really why this energy is coming up. Yeah, we might have felt like really stagnant and frustrated. That's not going to be the case anymore. It's not going to be the case anymore, because we're going to have to look at whatever this is and recognize that it happened, whether you want to face it or not. This could be something from the past that's very dark, that is, maybe even an abusive relationship or a mentally abusive relationship, something that you allowed yourself to put energy, effort into, and yet we chose to ignore its effects on us. It could have actually ended in a long time. It's not something that could be like, for a lot of you, it might not even be something that's been happening now, but this is coming up to be dealt with because you've carried it for so long without actually stopping to process it and let it go by. So yeah, we have this gunk coming up here that we have refused to see for so long. Because we really want to move into a better and higher version of ourselves. So why are we going to keep that relationship that is going to continue taking and asking of us when we're giving? It's like, for some of you, it's this codependent relationship where you're giving and you're giving and you're giving, and yet it's somehow never enough. And you just can't do it anymore. It doesn't give back to you in the way that you need it to. You're not getting anything out of this, so why stay? And much like, that's kind of a message even like for Sagittarius a little bit. It's like, you don't need to prove yourself here. And for some of you, it's like, you know that. As a Gemini, you know these things. Like, you know this. You've touched upon these things. But it's the choice of whether you want to see it or not on the daily basis and make a decision about it. And you might not want to this month. But like I said, it will come. It will be here because you can't hold on to this anymore. There's no ground to hold on to. It will be taken away from you. You will have to talk about this. It will come up. So just be ready for that, because you might want to run away and do the Gemini thing and talk your way out of it. Find a way to convince yourself that this is okay and that everything's going to be fine and I can just stay on doing what I'm doing. It'll change. It'll get better. I don't have to do anything about it. But you have to walk away. You have to realize when there's nothing to be gained, there is no stability. This is literally a removal of your, it's like, for me, it almost looks like, what game? Maybe this isn't even a game. I don't know. It's just kind of like somebody's just taking this and just like pulling it away, just pulling your money away there. Like you lost the bet. That's what I was trying to think of, like gambling. I was seeing like gambling chips. I was like, what game is that? Obviously, I don't gamble, but it's like pulling away those chips. You've been gambling and you've been betting and you've been at a loss for so long. How much longer are you going to let them take your money? Like, stop letting this person take your money, take your sustenance, take what makes you stable. You're giving your stability over to something that doesn't give you anything in return. And it's time to end that. So the chapters will close. You will have to do something about this. You can't run away from it. And you will have to process it. But you will find, once you start processing it, that it's so much easier than you thought it was going to be. And that's the funny thing about this. You've been running away from this for so long. For some of you, it's like has it been a decade? Like, how long has this been that you haven't processed this situation, these feelings, or what's been brewing underneath the surface in terms of your dissatisfaction and inequality in a situation? Don't you want a life of quality, of fulfillment? It's time to move on. It's time to walk away. And it is difficult, and you will take the lessons. The lessons are what's important here. So you might find like, oh, I'm going to have to beat myself up for this. Why did I let this go this far? Why did I do this for so long? Why didn't I just step out? Why didn't I do this? Stop beating yourself up. It's not worth it. And it's only going to give you more excuses, I feel, to stay somehow. So don't do it. Don't try to talk yourself out of it. Recognize that you learned something. You learned some really important things. And even if you feel like it took you too long to learn and too long to face, you're facing it now and it's a breeze. It's a lot easier than you thought it was going to be. It's amazing. I don't know why everyone's yelling. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see here. Yeah. We'll take a lot of courage this month from you guys. Courage that you didn't even know you had. Oh, wow. This is amazing. Like, you guys, you might be coming into this with so much fear and apprehension of what's ahead. But look. You come at this with more courage than you thought. And that's really what I feel here. Underlying all this is your ability to be courageous, to be strong in the face of somebody and something that's taking away from you. And so you will stand up for what you need to. There's a lot of yellow here, right? Maybe it's just because I'm wearing yellow too, but I'm like, wow, that's a lot of yellow. That's a lot of solar plexus energy. Where are you heading? What direction do you want to go in now? You have everything that you need to decide that. And if you're afraid of making a painful decision, of hurting somebody, you got to think about yourself in this situation first. Put yourself first instead of the other person. You've got to stop putting this other person's situation, attachment on a higher plane than what your needs are, because you've done that for way too long. And the truth here is that you need to take responsibility for your actions, that we've got to do something about it, that we've got to see this for what it is. Judgment is here with the Justice card to say, no, like, there's like, this is like, you have to deal with this now, and you got to deal with it in the right way. Okay? You got to do what's right and just and equal, like, with the right thing for this situation, because there is no other way through. That's kind of what I get here. So when you get, when you get to that point where things are starting to get pushed up to a wall, and you're like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know. I'm so like, I'm attached to this. I don't think I can leave this person, this job, this lifestyle. Like, I don't know if I can do this. Yes, you can. And the universe will literally push you right off the cliff. So like, you're going to have to anyways, learn to fly. like when little baby birds are learning to fly, like the mothers just have to push them off and be like, go, you're going to figure it out. Like, that's literally where we're at here. And you realize very quickly that you do know how to fly, and you've known how to fly for a while, and that you're fine, and that you just haven't done it. You haven't done it in a good long time, for yourself at least. And there's success, level-headedness, using your mind and your wit to get you where you need to go, to be successful, especially in terms of business. If you want to head off in a new direction, absolutely go ahead, do it. You'll be fine. I don't think I need to tell you that, but for some reason you might be afraid that it's not there, but it's there. Something new to build upon. And if you are dealing with a Virgo, I just get the feeling that they're kind of back. In what capacity? I want to congratulate you, of course, on how amazing you're doing in the face of all these changes, all these challenges. This age, I don't want to say the age of Aquarius, because I don't think that's the right way to put this, but when we have Saturn and Jupiter both moving into Aquarius and then conjuncting for the first time, you know, we have this great conjunction which happens every 20 years, but it's only happened in two air signs like this, especially Aquarius and Aquarius. It hasn't happened for 200 years. This is big. This is a moment of transformation, of deciding where you want to actually go and who you actually want to be with and what you really want to be doing, instead of what everybody else wants you to be doing and what is convenient for them and what makes them feel comfortable, safe, and good. What about you? Like, stop doing that. This has been like, I feel like 2020, especially Age of Aquarius, is like doing better for yourself, doing what you need for yourself will eventually be better for everybody else in the long run, won't it? Better for humanity, better for this other person, because then they get the chance to shine too and get better and change. Or this job gets the chance to better themselves, and you get to go and find something much better yourself. King of Pentacles, that sounds like a really weird, redundant sentence, sorry, but King of Pentacles there. Like I said, if it is a Taurus or a Virgo, they're back in an official capacity, it feels like. Maybe not. Oof. Oh. To talk about that relationship thing. So yeah, if there was a Taurus or a Virgo, I was like, some of them might be here in the official capacity to try to work with you, and you can decide how you feel about collaborating with them. Can you trust them? Maybe. What are they really here for? Could be something else, because you get a little bit of this. Can we do something about that broken heart between us? Can we do something about what happened in the past? Can we? Could even be an Aquarius for some of you. They want to talk about it. Maybe they want to get back together with you. I don't know if you're going to want to see it that way anyways, because you're kind of... You're in the position, though, where you get to decide where this goes, right? They want to examine this. Oh, let's do the autopsy. Let's do the relationship autopsy is kind of what this feels like. Somebody comes back and it's like, let's do an autopsy on this, right? Let's do it. And you're like, now? What, like 3 years later? You really want to do this right now? Okay. All right. I guess I'm ready for this. I'm ready for it. And you will be ready for it. And you will be able to push through this. Remember, though, your own power. Remember that you build with people that are ready to build with you and that are all in. We need both people pitching in here. We need both people wanting the same thing, having the same goals and desires in mind, and being willing to work on that same set of equality and rules, it kind of feels like for you, because we haven't had that. So yeah, let's lay down some rules. You want to be in a relationship with me? You want to start this again? You want to talk about this? We got to lay down some groundwork first, because it's never fair to me. What do I get out of this? Like, well, I just sit here and listen to you. You want me to just be your sounding board to talk about these things? I don't think so. Like, why do I have to do that? It's your choice. You can choose whether you want to or not. When that person comes back around, they're going to want to talk about that stuff. And it's up to you whether you want to humor it or not. They're probably just trying to make themselves feel better. Or trying to get something out of you. Maybe like, oh, I was wrong. I don't think so. It's not happening. Focus, when that comes around, focus more towards work, towards the things that you enjoy about it, towards you, where you want it to go, and where you want to plant that seed. Because you have some ideas, you have things that you do want to do, and you haven't looked into it that much lately. It's time to do so. It's time to expand on what we know, on the information that we're taking in and what we're doing with it, you know? There's a great capacity to heal and to learn and to start a new path in terms of relationships, love, this month, as well as career and work. And I love it. I'm going to pull a few more because we have a lot out here. But in terms of love, yeah, we kind of covered that, but let's just rehash a little something here. Because I think it needs to be done. Look within. Take a different perspective on this situation if you're in a relationship. And decide what it is that you really need and communicate about it. And I think that this month, or at least I feel like right up through that Sagittarius solar eclipse, you're going to be talking and deciding and making decisions and looking at things in a different perspective. And you might decide that it's not worth it for you to juggle this anymore. It might be time to drop that other person, that other situation, that, let's just be honest, the codependent toxic relationship that's not giving you even remotely what you put into it. It's time to stop thinking about these things and start speaking and doing. And action will come. You might be stuck in your head and talking to friends or close confidential people about this for the first half of the month. But, you know, after that eclipse and after that conjunction, it's out there and it's happening. And there's really nothing you can do to stop this train once it's gone. Like, thankfully, though, because I think that you guys would have held on to this instead if it didn't happen. Yeah, I know you would have. But you knew it was coming, right? Did you feel it? As a Gemini rising, Cancer rising, I mean, my Vedic is Gemini rising. You can feel it. You can feel, there's like, when you, as a mutable sign like that, you sense a change coming so intensely. It's like, I wouldn't be surprised if you felt this coming, if you've known it, if you've just known this is going to happen, because the High Priestess did just come up under some cards as well. And I just feel like there's a lot to be noticed, a lot to be taken in this month. So again, be willing to take in information, be willing to understand things, be willing to transform and to see things in this new and expanded vision, because it's here. And what you want to do is going to be a lot more important than what everybody else needs you to do right now. So again, guys, if you want to book a private reading, all the information is below in the description box. If you haven't, do make sure to subscribe. Follow me over on Instagram for more content and stuff like that. And if you want to check out your birth chart, your compatibility analysis, your numerology analysis, do check out Truly Divine and use my code Deku30 for 30% off. You can use that as many times as you want. And that's also in the description box below. All right, so let's pull an oracle here to end this for December for Gemini. Ooh. Silence. Before making a decision of power, move into that place of silence and serenity deep within you. Sit anywhere, close your eyes, and follow your breath in and out. On the third inhalation, take the breath down into your belly and locate your place of power just below your navel. Visualize your place of power holding the golden sun, a disk of radiant brilliance within you. Observe the silence like a deer in a meadow. If you are in pain, use your consciousness to find where the pain lives within your body. Then move into that pain and beyond it until you find the sources of silence. In this silence lives your sacred witness, that which sees all and knows all and is all that you are. Power is born within silence. Again, I'll just hold that so you guys can see it. These are beautiful messages. And again, power is born in silence. It's when you speak that the changes occur here this month. When you finally start doing and taking action. And Sagittarius season is not going to let you just sit by and not take action on it, especially in terms of relationship matters. You have to get rid of a lot of this stuff here and work through this and face these fears to allow the good stuff that really wants to come in here, because there's beautiful transformation, beautiful change, brand new chapter, but you have to face this stuff. You have to clear out this space in your life and heart for it. All right, I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful and blessed rest of December, and I will see you guys in 2021. Unless I do some videos before then, I might do some for the eclipse. We'll see. It's a really crazy busy time right now, so I'm just trying to evaluate what I even have time for. So anyways, thank you guys so much. Love you so much. Namaste.